Sometimes people want to know what is the benefit in doing devotional service. Sometimes people want to know why do you talk about devotional service all the time. Sometimes we meet people of other religious faiths like the Russian Orthodox Church or the Catholic Church, and they say, why are you taking to this religion of the East? Why aren't you in our religion? And they will criticize us. So I will try to give you answers to these statements. We recommend to human beings to take to the path of devotional service because devotional service is totally satisfying. We are all searching for happiness. People take to vodka, cigarettes, disco to get happiness. They try unlimited sex life, and now they are legally becoming gays and lesbians also to find happiness. But still, unfortunately, there is no happiness. We may experiment with a different type of garment. We may even experiment with a different type of ideology. We may experiment with a different type of ism. But the bottom line is always going to be the same. And that is, there will be no satisfaction. So, this process of devotional service or serving God will make you satisfied. Just like when you put food in the stomach is automatically full. And all the parts of your body are completely nourished. When you water the root of the tree, all the branches automatically get nourished. So similarly, when you approach the Supreme Lord, then you feel totally satisfied. The need of all your senses is answered by this one stroke devotional service. The nose, the eyes, the tongue, the genitals, the ears, they're all fighting for satisfaction. Sometimes, like in a house, you may have many children in the family. So all the children are fighting. Daddy, give me this. The other child is saying, no, Daddy, give me this. All the children are fighting with the father. Give me this, this, this. So similarly, all the senses are fighting for satisfaction, but they are not finding satisfaction. But if we take to the process of serving God by using our senses in service to God, then one will feel total satisfaction. So in conclusion, we can say that devotional service is the science by which we learn to serve the Lord according to the instruction of the great sages. So in the same way, by serving the Lord, we obtain total satisfaction. So devotional service can only be executed in the human form of life. In the other forms of life, we cannot have a spiritual discussion. The Vedic scriptures explain the human life is not obtained very easily. It is obtained after many, many millions of births and deaths. And the purpose of this human life is, just like you need guidance for every other field of activity, you also need guidance to serve God. How can we think that for everything else we need guidance, but for God we don't need guidance? To have such a concept is dangerous. Then the other point that I had raised was that some traditional religions like Christian Church or the Roman, Russian Orthodox may say, why are you taking to this process of Krishna consciousness? If somebody is on the path of God consciousness, then he should be happy if somebody else is trying to serve God. But the reason they are complaining is because they know that we are doing the real thing and they are bluffing the people. Misery loves company. When you are miserable, you want everyone else to be miserable. A blind man thinks everybody is blind. So those who are not really following religious principles, they want everyone else to be also in the same category. The other day I was flying from Warsaw to Rome, and on the plane there were 3 Christian priests. Our plane was delayed for about 3 hours. So these priests and myself, we were in front of each other for many, many hours. I did not see these priests chanting the names of Jesus Christ or God even once in the whole 4 hours. They were dressed up as priests, and one of them was talking so intimately with women. So the reason we have given this example is to show why these people are saying, don't take to Krishna consciousness. It is not that they don't like Krishna. It is not that they think that this is a foreign religion. The real reason is that they know that you are following a pure path which they are not able to follow. So therefore they will criticize us. Because if they were really religious, they would be happy to see us make spiritual